swear I won't forget this. Why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless.
This happens all the time. I don't know why I always do that, but I always forget to unmute. No, I'm not having audio issues. I'm just a moron. So once again, Josh, he's not used to this. I am, but I also babble. I write down bullet points, but it never goes to plan. And he's got a whole list of No, he doesn't. Never mind.
Yeah, we're screwed.
So one thing I do want to try out tonight is StreamYard has a back-end program to allow me to do kind of a giveaway drawing live. So basically what it's about is I'm going to put it up here. Let's see here. Okay. So this giveaway tool, basically what you're going to do is you're going to type in fields the way it is on the screen. And anytime you do that, well, basically only one time you do it, it'll basically record it. And at the end of the stream, let me exit full screen here. So basically at the end, it'll allow me to basically generate a winner of the giveaway. It'll be random. I have no control over it, so it's not like I'm going to be able to pick a name. But Josh said he encrypted it so that he can actually pick the name and cheat. No, not feeling it. So we're gonna try that as well. So
I gotta type fields quick.
You got it, yeah. Type in fields
so I can cheat.
Oh, you don't even know what you're doing. Look at. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this back up on the screen. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna type in. Let's see here. So what you're going to do is type in fields. That'll give you an entry to basically the giveaway. Let's see here. I'm still learning all of this, so you might see me jumping back and forth. All right. So I went to fields today. You could win a hat, t-shirt, or a license plate. Cover, bracket, brace, what would you call that?
License plate bracket.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to call it something different because you're letting me do all the talking here. And
Hey, man, it's your show.
Let's see here. Also, we want to go through a bunch of rookie questions that we all get asked. We all have asked. I still ask a lot of the rookie questions, especially to Josh. It's easier if somebody else answers them instead of myself. Let's see. Whoa, that's not it. Look at Josh. That's what you look like naked. No. Why are you so?
You said you weren't going to show anyone that.
Why are you so talkative?
That's what I'm known for.
Where the heck did they go? This is the great part of live. No matter how many times you try to do this, it still comes up. Let's see here, right here. How come it's not on there? I know why. Because it is on the Reckless page. And that's not the Reckless page. this is the Reckless page. I notice more people comment when I share it to the Reckless page, which is okay. Now we just got to find it. I thought I had everything programmed, but Josh's beautiful face screwed me all up.
It's the beard.
Yes, definitely the beard. All right. So the first one is from Mike. What should I buy, Traxxas or Axial? Which is a common question. I guess it's more of, to me, it's more of a preference. I got Traxxas, I got Axial, I got Cross RC, I got Team Associate, I got a little bit of everything. So.
Yeah, I like them all. I'm not a brand whore.
Yeah, definitely not. I guess.
They all make junk and they all make good cars. It is definitely personal preference, in my opinion.
And it seems like Traxxas is on a little bit more of a, let's say, a durable brand. I mean, mostly everybody out there knows that Traxxas can take a beating, whether you got 2-speed or not.
And the parts are everywhere.
Right. So once again, I mean, it's really a personal preference between Traxxas and Axial. I personally have never had an Axial brake other than the stock servo. But same thing with Traxxas. I mean,
I have.
What?
I had a bomber brake as soon as I bought it.
So we'll see. There we go.
The steering link pulled apart.
And like I said, that's Traxxas. I had problems with the stock shift servos. So I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter what you have. I mean, eventually something's gonna go depending on how your driving style is. But once again, I mean, I have the Charisma Prairie Wolf van, which a lot of you guys know that I love to death. And the only thing I think I had a problem with was that steering servo when we went out.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It took you 45 minutes to change that out.
Yeah, because I didn't have a part and I had to rig it up, and whatever I did worked because I was able to get it back. What did I do?
I don't remember.
Me neither. All I know is
ties and duct tape.
Yes, pretty much.
Hold it behind you with a string.
Actually, that thing worked. Whatever I did, it worked pretty good. Can I ever fix that? Yeah, I finished that. That thing's back together. So once again, I mean, Traxxas or Axial. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. Personal preference. I know Andrew Schultz. He runs around with those Ford F100s like crazy, and when I see him go out, I really never see him having a problem.
I would suggest going with whatever parts your LHS carries. Otherwise, you're playing the waiting game when you order something.
Right.
Especially if you're starting out.
Like Mike, he's a Traxxas fanatic, and once again, I mean, it just. I'm just gonna blow this up real quick. There we go. All right. Like I said, I mean, it all depends on, I mean, your personal preference. Like Mike Cross said, you can beat them up. The drivetrains are good. They can handle a lot of power because he knows because of the stupid Kratos motors and
the axle shafts on those are thicker than the Axials and the other brands.
Right. I think the only thing I really had a problem with was which I mean, all I did was put a spacer in for the Axial Unimog 6x6. The center diff clicks every once in a while. Mine personally was I added a little washer in there to keep the gears tighter, and it's been fine ever since. But I probably didn't really need to do that. It just clicked once and it drove me up the wall. But other than that, like I said, I mean, Axial, Traxxas, they're both good brands. I mean,
even my Redcats.
Yeah, Redcat's the same thing.
I haven't had a brand that I've been unhappy with.
Makes sense because, like I said, I mean, we did the.
I mean, if you're a new driver, you're definitely going to brake more than if you're an experienced driver. So there's that.
You're so smart. You know that?
No.
Or you drive like me and go slow.
I do both.
Yeah.
It depends what vehicle I'm driving at the time.
Yeah, I drive Miss Daisy. I'm slow. But once again, I mean, I also don't really break anything as well. So, I mean, if it is, it's usually something stupid like a stock servo or something like that. But other than that, I mean, nothing ever comes loose, nothing ever breaks. So I'm pretty lucky so far.
RCs nowadays are pretty durable in general compared to what they used to be.
Yes. Yep. Same thing with it. Like you said, the Gen 8s. Never had a problem with the Gen 8 except for the one time, which was my own stupidity. The wheel got locked in the backyard course in between two rocks. And instead of me knowing that it was lodged in there really well, I decided to goose it and let it do a backflip and destroyed the axle housing. But that was my own fault.
When in doubt, throttle out.
It didn't work out. I just went backwards and the tire was still stuck. And then
that's one thing that's bad about those X systems is the you can't tell when a tire is lodged because the system will just keep adding power, power to overcome it. And if you don't see what's caught, you will break stuff.
Well, hopefully somebody else.
Systems are smooth as hell, but
I like when other people break stuff. It makes me feel better about myself. All right. Let's see here. We got Tom, 2S or 3S. What's a good battery and or charger? What upgrade should I do right away? And he put, in his opinion, none, which I would have to say the same thing. I am one of those people that actually, I actually take my trucks out pretty much stock, and I test them out, and then I do upgrades as needed. Most of the time I run 2S. If I know I'm going to go out and do some kind of goofiness, I'll run 3S, but I am also not throttle happy. I ain't going to say no names, Mike Crawl and Mike Deemer, but I don't like to put people on a spot, so I never really mention names if I don't have to. Did I mention names?
I didn't hear you.
Okay, good. So 2S or 3S, me personally, if it's a stock rig, I take it out on 2S at first just to give it a try.
I'm kind of the opposite. I usually throw the biggest battery in I can the first time.
Let it rip.
I mean, I don't beat on it, but I don't know. I'd like putting the most power I can in a vehicle and seeing how she is.
I guess it depends. I guess it depends on what kind of electronics it comes with. But a lot of the times I usually throw a 2S in it, go out, see what it does, and then, you know what I mean? If most of the time I'll end up upgrading everything to a 1080 anyways, and then I'll throw a 3S at it and then tune it. Only because a lot of the times, like if we go out, I don't ever want to change a battery if I don't have to. So I'll run a 3S and then just tune the ESC to what I feel is comfortable. But once again,
the only time I ever drove a crawler on 2S was the very first one I ever got. I've never driven a crawler on 2S since.
That was back in what, 1984?
Yes.
When you were 42?
Yeah. NIMS were still popular. I was the only one on Lipos.
But yeah, so I mean, 2S, 3S, I mean, I guess it's your driving preference. Upgrades right off the bat, I always like to just take it out and see what it does. Then you can get the drift of if the tires are grabbing, if you need more weight up front, so on and so forth. But most of the vehicles are box stock now. You throw a 2S or 3S in it, it usually handles pretty well. The companies have it down pat where the weight is, you know, where it needs to be right out of the box. Pretty much, right?
Pretty good nowadays.
Yeah, that's
it's only the ones with the real heavy bodies that usually you got to add more weight down low just because of the nature of the beast. But they still handle well even out of the box.
Right. I mean, most of the ones that I've got lately,
throw a set of heavy wheels on it and they're usually good.
Right. Yeah. Most of the ones that I've got lately out of the box, brand new, I take them on the trails and they all do pretty decent. I mean, I don't ever really have to do anything other than maybe the Element Bushido is one of them. The proportion, the weight in the front was great. It was just the body was so tall and it became top heavy. So I added, modified the Cross RC dually wheels on it, put the weight down low, and I have yet to test it because the backyard course is crappy and I haven't been able to get out. Josh doesn't allow me out. He yells at me on the weekends. Yes, it cracks the whip. He makes sure that I'm doing live feeds instead of going out and having fun. I'm just kidding.
You need me a sugar mama.
Yeah.
You're in training.
All right, so.
Yeah, you definitely don't need to go out and like buy every brass piece available, buy every metal part available, because you're weighing the truck down and they actually don't crawl as well being heavy. And You wear your batteries down faster. It's just a lot of unnecessary money, a lot of unnecessary weight. Just drive the vehicle. You break something, upgrade it.
What he said. What he said. I agree. I agree. But now that there's more people, I want to say once again about the drawing.
How many we got now?
We got 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this up, type in Fields in the comment, just the way you'll see it here on the screen. When you do that, that'll get you an entry. As you can see, there's no entries because nobody typed in Fields.
Y'all are slacking.
Yes. Oh, you became very vocal when you're not on the screen now.
I mean, I get excited when we give stuff away.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you away. See how many entries we get.
I wouldn't even want that.
Can I get that back? So if you enter Fields, it should automatically take your name down for entering it. And that'll give you an entry to win something. I'm going to try to do these a little bit more often if possible. Hopefully I figured this out.
Oh, we got a Fields.
Now I just hope it enters it.
Andrew Schultz.
This thing better remove too, because let's see, kept the TRX4 Sport Light. All right. Ah! Oh, scary. Oh, look at everybody. There's everybody.
Is it keeping track of these?
I'm hoping so. This is supposed to keep track. I got it.
You gotta refresh it, or is it just supposed to?
It shouldn't have to. Once again, everybody, this is this is new to me, so I'm hoping it. Oh boy.
Ruh-roh.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, there.
All right. There we go.
3 and 3. Yeah, we got it.
All right.
DVRK RC Gaming, Andrew Schultz, Reynolds Hobbies.
All right. This is all new. Like I said, I want to try to do this more often to say thank you for you tuning in and kind of sticking with me for trying to grow this channel and try to bring more for, I don't know, more coverage to the West New York area. I would guess I would say. All right, now let's get this back off of here. Make us ugly again on the screen. What do we got? All right, so kept the TRX4 Sport Light, and so glad I didn't jump to the heavier weight. Once again, yeah, I mean, Traxxas has a down pad as far as, I mean, I've never really had to add anything to them.
I see so many people add so much weight to their rigs, all this brass and everything. And why isn't it crawling any better? Well, it weighs 10 pounds more than it did when you bought it.
Right. I mean, and sometimes you add more weight to the bottom. Sometimes it just, I don't know, it just doesn't crawl the same.
You end up breaking more parts because there's more weight, more mass.
Correct.
More
and
everything.
I'm going to put this on this. I'm not even going to put that on the screen, Mike, because I'm assuming you went to Fields and you heard the story, huh?
What's he typing?
So, okay. So since this is 18 or older, I could say this. So today I went into Field Hobby and I was going to have, instead of it saying Fields, I was going to have it say Anil. And I was going to have it spelled A-N-I-L and see how many people accidentally spelled anal.
You dirty girl.
So, but after consideration, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do that. Even though it would have been funny. But anyways, let's go. See, this is the weird part about a live is
I
even
don't
though
know where to look. I'm all over the place.
Okay, so why does insert typically not great stock part keep breaking? What should I replace it with? Once again, I mean, if you have a weak
weak rod.
Yeah. If you have a weak shaft,
blue pill.
Yeah, if you have a weak shaft, I mean, it's going to break. You better would you put it through? Oh God! All right, I'm going to stop this now. Okay, so
some trucks do have weak spots. I mean, some of them they just do. Usually upgrading to aluminum or a steel or brass part usually takes care of it.
Well, I think I don't even know.
Even gears, sometimes if they put plastic gears or that pot metal shit in there.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, well, I mean,
it's how they keep the cost down sometimes, though. And
I always say, if you broke it, it's probably because it was a weak part. So to replace it with another weak part that will probably
driving
break.
like Deemer.
Yeah, don't drive. Yeah, that's why we do that.
Names, didn't I?
Weak shafts are yes, especially when you're putting them in different situations, bad things can happen.
Yeah.
But
the road can be rough sometimes.
Yes. So I mean, 90% of the time, if you went out and you crawled, let's just say you were at Spragbrook, and if you know Spragbrook, you know that that waterfall area that everybody crawls by the bridge. Let's just say you broke a drive shaft there and you replace it with a stock drive shaft and you go back there and it breaks. Yes, the 5Ds. Yes. You got to watch the 5Ds, right? Don't do what Deemer does, dude.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, we have this 5D saying from Mike Deemer that says, don't do what Deemer does, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
You need a bracelet.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of the times if you're gonna go to Sprague, let's go back to the Spragbrook Park thing. You're climbing there, you destroy a drive shaft. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna sit there and replace it with another drive shaft. Your best bet is to upgrade it and be done with that and wait till the next thing breaks.
I'd say it would probably depend on the scenario too, because down there is a lot of traction. And if you just had too much traction and your drive shaft is the part that snapped, you'd probably be okay throwing another stock one in it and just being careful where you put your tires next time.
Pretty much. But I mean, if it's going to break, I mean, you already know that it's going to be a weak
drive shafts are easy to replace, though.
I know.
Instead of tearing your axles all apart. It's scenario dependent for me. Huh?
Pretty much. I mean, like I said,
if I was driving like an asshole, that's another thing.
Ooh, you said a bad word.
Spank me.
That's where you broke your Capra. I have seen a lot of Caprias break. 90% of the time it's because they're trying to climb up the one wall and go over the tunnel, and they roll and fall and everything.
It's a long way down.
Yeah, I've seen metal cages break there and also bend there. And was it? I'm going to ask Andrew Schultz this. Andrew, was Spragbrook where your metal body truck fell the one time and it like completely flattened? I want to say that's where your blue, I think it was blue custom made body fell and bent. I don't remember if it was there, but I think it was one of the first times I met you. I want to say it was there. We'll find out. We'll see if he answers. All right, this weird guy Josh said, how do I take care of a light bulb?
Yeah, I'm clueless.
You don't know how to take care of a light bulb?
Mm-mm.
Well, you want to make sure you charge it at the highest. Okay, we're not even going to. Oh, yeah, see? So when I first met Andrew, he had this custom-made, what was it, like a Jeep or something like that? I can't remember. But he had this custom-made body that he did in all metal. And he was climbing up over the tunnels, and all of a sudden, we all heard this loud metal smash, and we were all looking around, and it was Andrew's truck flattened, like
pancaked.
Yeah, his Land Rover-ish. It was literally like flat. It was flattened. The first time I met this guy, I literally felt bad because it just crushed it, and I think he was. Fine, I can make another one. But
at least he's able to do that. Some people won't.
Yeah,
they don't have the capabilities of building their own
building your own body. Yeah. So light bulb. Do you like it when the packs are swelled up, or do you like it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like my light bulbs like I like my women, nice and round.
If Josh's wife is watching this, I did not put him up to that. Don't put me in that when
she
you
might
get home.
Be. I'm not sure if she is or not.
I hope she is watching it, and you just basically said that. So I wish I could replay it so I could rewind it. And no, never mind. Anyway, yeah. So light bulb. Let's go back to that. Now, I mean, that falls in the same category.
There's a lot of things that have to be done with taking care of your light bulbs.
Well, I guess that goes to say the amperage, the milliamps.
Well, even setting the LVC on your rig.
Right.
Charging them in a ammo can or a LiPo bag. I mean, we can go on quite a list here with that.
I know.
I've seen so many people's houses burned down on Facebook lately. It's crazy.
Gatorade products placement is on point. A reckless sponsor. We are not allowed to say sponsors on here because then we get in trouble. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. That's all right. We have Field stuff here
It's not
too.
bad.
Just to let you guys know, Fields doesn't sponsor these, but we just really love Fields, and they always take care of us as far as buying parts and stuff. And if something breaks, they always take care of us as far as, like I said, I mean, my body for the 40th anniversary Axial, I'm going to say when we opened it and cracked, Jay was like on it like that to get me another body. And that says a lot about who they are and what they do for the community.
Yeah, Jay don't mess around.
No, yeah. I think, to be honest with you, I think Jay just likes to like yell at somebody. I'm taking it as like he gets yelled at a lot from everybody else around him. So when he can give it back, I think sorry, Jay. But like I said, they don't sponsor this. They just always help out. And we appreciate everything as far as, being a sponsor for the upcoming April 16th charity event. And just basically all around being a great hobby shop. I'm not saying that they're the only ones. Performance Hobbies is the same way. I'm not trying to just sit here and kiss butt and try to promote everybody, but I just like to give thanks and always say thank you to people and places that help us out, especially while this channel is growing, as well as doing the events that we do, which I mean, like I said, I think this will be the only one unless somebody talks me into something good.
You talk yourself into a lot of things.
This is true. But this year it's going to be more fun stuff like this, I think. I'm just letting you know that now.
I know.
Just to let you know. Again,
I've got a good clue.
Okay, lipos, I guess it depends. If they're really puffy and fat, just don't even attempt to charge them.
No.
Just make sure you just pay attention and take care while charging. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, house fires, and
balance charge them.
Correct.
I have lipos that are 4 years old, and I've balance charged them every time. I've never gone above the 1C charge rate, and they still work perfectly. They still have great resistances. I have zero issues with them.
Two of my 2S5200 electrons, I want to say, it's like 6-7 years old, and they're not even puffed up or nothing. They look brand new.
Nice.
Yeah. So I guess that's what happens when you take care of things, huh?
I've got like 40 lipos.
Oh man, you're just asking for some shit. I mean,
yeah, I've got a small bomb in my basement.
You guys hear that? He's got a small bong in his basement. All right, Tom, what do all the numbers on a battery label mean? All right, well, I'm going to sneak behind this guy here.
Just like in jail.
Oh, yep. Now, go ahead, talk to them.
Hurry up.
You feel lonely?
Yeah.
I probably should have did this earlier. Okay, here's one of my ones from like 7 or 8 years ago.
MAH.
Okay.
Got your C rating.
Yeah, let's see here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but this one is I know this one's a 52. Look at that. It's
puffed.
Oh, barely. Get out of here. I'll punch you right in your, never mind.
I wouldn't use it.
Salt bath for a super puffy battery pack. 1 cup salt per gallon. See, and this is why we have.
I like to charge mine as much as I dare and shoot them.
Yeah. I mean,
that's much more fun.
Make sure you do it in a public area near small children.
Yeah, right in the schoolyard.
But we suggest not doing that. But I mean, if you're in an enclosed area and there's nobody around and you can, how do you guys ditch your bad lipos? Mike pretty much answered that. We do the same.
That is a very safe way to do it. You got to leave them in there for like 2 or 3 days or maybe a week. I forget exactly how long, but that is a very safe way to do it.
Yes. Yep. A lot of the times we go out to Tom's and I'm going to say what's up real quick before I start losing a train.
GM 5512.
Man, you got good eyes, huh?
Oh, you can't read that?
Oh no, I can read that. That's why I put a big screen right there, so I could read it. But this one's obviously 52 milliamp. I don't know if you'll be able to see that because of all the lights and stuff. But this is a 52 milliamp, 50C.
So the milliamp is your gas tank.
Yes, how long you can go, how much of a charge you have in this thing. This 5200, I can't get what I used to. I used to be able to get 5 hours out of this. This is a 2S battery. I literally used to be able to get about, I want to say about 4.5, 5 hours at Hunter's Creek. But also that's me tuning my ESC, and I don't really drive fast. Oh, this is Tom on Mike's phone. Okay, so Mike Tom.
Hi, Tom, on Mike's phone.
Hi, yeah. Do you like to be called Mike Tom or Tom Mike? But yes, we take most of our batteries, we take them to Tom's. He's got a spot in a bucket that we dispose of them. Even if he doesn't like it, we still put them in.
I think even Home Depot will take batteries and stuff in, won't they?
My Radio Shack used to as well, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Back in like 1947 when Radio Shack was around. So 50C is pretty much your, let's say your throttle,
It's your
boost.
punch.
Yes. Yep. So that's pretty much your takeoff right off the bat.
How much juice the battery can dish out at one time.
Oh, so he likes to be called Tyke. Okay. Like a little Tyke or a big Tyke. So, I mean, just be careful with these. I mean, look at that. On the back, it says, please read all safety precautions before using. So basically, read all the safety precautions before you use a battery. Yeah, I take mine to Home Depot. Yeah. Home Depot in the backyard. But so basically, I mean, just be careful with them. I mean,
if you take care of them, you honestly have no issues.
Yeah,
But if you start abusing them, they could go up at any moment while they're charging, while they're in your car, pretty much at any time. Once they start swelling, they could pop.
And like I said, I mean, you take care of them. It's just this one's literally, I think, I want to say 6.5 years old, and there's very minimal puff, if any, at all. I mean, and like I said, but it's safely making sure that you charge it correctly, and I always balance charge mine. I always make sure I put them in storage mode when I come back.
And don't charge them in your vehicles. I've seen a lot of vehicles burn down and get melted from bad batteries being charged in there constantly.
Yeah. I see a lot of people that
normally can't get it out in time. You lose the whole car on top of a battery.
Yeah, what he said. Yeah. All right. What should I upgrade on my brand new RC immediately? Once again, we pretty much discussed that to the point where a lot of it is, I mean, me personal preference is I want to know what the truck can do stock. Because a lot of these vehicles, right, box stock, are pretty much decent. I have a sketchy connection for my charger to charge single cells through the balance lead. I have a sketchy connection for my charger to charge single cells through. I like the way you worded that. I have a sketchy connection. I suggest if you have a sketchy connection, you should be more careful when charging up anything.
I mean, I've definitely sketchily charged a few batteries in my time.
I ain't gonna say I haven't either.
I mean, I've like
camping.
Alligator clips and some wires and shut. It wasn't cool.
I had to do that while camping the one time, and I had to kind of just stick the wire in the Dean's end and hope for the best. But we're not gonna really discuss that as far as
do as we say, not as we do.
Yeah. When you've been doing it as long as us idiots on here have been doing it,
make it any better.
No. I mean, I see some wiring on some vehicles, and it scares the crap out of me.
The best upgrade on any brand new RC is a driver mod. Upgrade your driving. Take it out, drive it, get used to it. Many people. So
basically what he's saying is if you drive it terribly, get a different driver and have them drive it for you.
Hand it over to your buddy.
Don't do that. Don't do that, because I'm going to destroy it. But no, I mean, basically, I mean, it's preference. But most of the time, I like to just take mine out, test it, see where the upgrades need to be. Most of the time, it's just a weight shift from the back to the front. Because think about it, any terrain you go to, whether, I mean, let's go with some of the ones around here. Let's see, you got your common ones of Sprague Brook, Hunters Creek. I'm not going to mention any of the ones that are just popping up, but your Glen Falls, every terrain you go to is going to be different. So the truck is going to perform in one spot better than another. If you're on rocks, you're on gravel, you're on wet grass, you're on clay hill. So, I mean, the truck is going to perform differently every time. So, it's hard to say what should be the
Some
first
people
thing.
think they need to buy parts to get their truck to perform better, when really they just need to learn how to drive better, learn tire placement, and
Correct.
things like that.
Correct.
Even battery placement with inside your rig is huge. There's there's small things you can do that'll get you way farther than buying parts.
Correct. So basically, I mean, if you're new to RC and you just buy a truck, I mean, don't sit there and look at everybody else's and say, all right, I need those wheels, I need those tires, I need that brass parts. We're going to go.
I need those carbon fiber rails. You honestly don't need any of that stuff.
We're going to go back. We're going to go back to what Mike Kroll said, and how the TRX Fort is pretty much durable, but you also have to realize that Mike has been in the game for a while, and he upgrades just about everything. He has 300-pound rigs that he likes to do 190 miles an hour in. Most of you guys are getting into this hobby as far as beginners, and you may get the TRX4 Sport. You might take it out, and you might take it on one terrain and be like, oh, this thing works perfect. And then you might take it out again, and it might work differently. Once again, like he said, learn tire placement, learn and basically watch where you're going. And sometimes you may like it stock, because of the fact is you figured out how it drives, and you might just go from there and say, all right, well, I need to shift the weight to the front a little bit more, or maybe a little brass on to keep the weight down lower, depending on if it's top heavy or not. But
I think that if someone is going to buy an upgrade right off the bat, the single best upgrade is usually the tires.
Pretty much, yes. Most rigs, I'm gonna have to agree. It's usually the tires. I know a lot. I mean, Axial has come a long way as far as this, but Axial likes to put the batteries towards the back of the frame or on the side, which makes it more back heavy, or kind of gives you that little, pimpling. So, I mean, if you can do anything to put the weight in the front, let's go to my early Bronco. The early Bronco from Axial. All right there, Ricky Bobby. So let's go with my early Bronco from Axial. They made it so that the battery was closer to the back on the frame, and then they give you a side mount. So what I tried to do was I tried to go with a all metal servo in the front. I have a servo winch for it. I didn't modify the rear battery. I'm going to keep that in the rear, and I'm just adding weight to the front and down low. Only reason being I'm doing that is so that I could keep the battery placement in the rear without running a shorty pack. But a lot of the new Axials, I noticed that they kept the battery in the rear. And like I said, so if you're going to do anything with those, try to get some of the weight in the front. Other than that, I mean, you really don't have to do much. Man, did my wife turn the heater up? So Tom had wrote, how do you paint a body? Want to know how I paint a body? I go over to Tom and say, here, paint this body, because I've never painted a body. I painted real cars, and I realize I'm really shoot.
You never painted an RC body?
No.
What?
No, I just let Tom do it, because
Really?
it's easier for me. I can concentrate on building the truck while somebody else is painting it.
Wow. I think way less of you know.
I can't believe you put me on a pedestal way up here anyways. Yeah, exactly, Mike. The stock servos from the pretty much all the stock servos are kind of junk to a,
Yeah, they'll get you by for a while, but
you know, and it's really not, a lot of the times they burn out. I haven't really had any really burn out except for once. It's the slop. A lot of the stock Spectrums and stuff, they start getting sloppy, and then next thing you know, you're trying to climb up on a rock and the servo's trying to move, but there's so much slop, the tires ain't moving. But so I mean, like Mike said, the one of the big things that, I mean, if you do want to upgrade, would be pretty much the servo. The ESCs ain't too bad, but I mean, you can never go wrong with throwing a 1080 in there if you want to keep it brushed. A lot of the people seem to be going with the Fusion systems for the brushless, which is a great thing. But I mean, don't go and just start putting money into an RC if you don't have to. But I mean, if you do want to go brushless, seems like the Fusion is the way to go for the price.
compact,
Yes.
lightweight, all in one.
Reliability
They're
too.
pretty smooth too, from what I've seen. I haven't driven one yet myself, but what are you hiding?
Wow.
What are you hiding?
You could listen. I don't.
The viewers agree.
Well, guess what? I'm ending the show now. Screw all yous. No,
Thank you, Crawl.
This is why I don't like Crawl either. I can't wait to tell Kate all the 7 RCs that he's buying.
That's me.
He's not buying 7. He's just buying 8. No, I mean, the fact that I never painted a body is only reason being is because most of the time I never really have a chance to paint it. 90% of the time, everybody's stuff is either in my garage or in my shop, so it's terrible.
I really enjoy painting bodies.
I probably would too. Thank you, Crawl. You know what? I don't like any of yous anymore. This is ridiculous. I don't want to do this no more. Screw you guys. I'm keeping my prizes and everything. I'm walking away.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
But no, paint prep. I mean, what do you guys prefer?
Wash the body. Well, first thing I do is I cut it out. I trim everything I need to trim off, and then I wash the body with warm water and soap. And then I put all my stickers over the windows, tape off anything I need to tape off. If I'm using body mask, I'll put that in, let that dry overnight, and then I hand cut out all my designs, whatever I want in there, and then paint it. And then let it dry, and
Paint it some more.
if it needs it.
And then
It depends how many colors you're doing, what design you got going. It could be one color, it could be 20 colors. It all depends.
like your Beamer.
They're not difficult though. They're pretty easy. Yeah, that one. I did that in my basement. That was not good.
It was a free high, he said.
Ran
So
a
yeah,
big giant wood chip fucking vacuum, and I had the hose right underneath the bodies and spraying. And luckily, no one was home. It was just me getting high. But
all right, let's see here.
how are you doing?
I'm just making sure that. Okay, I'm just making sure I catch everybody's.
How many people are what? 9 people, and only 4 entered.
Yes. So here we're gonna do
Might
this
have to
again.
Remind the new people.
Yes. So if you can see this, we're trying to figure out this new giveaway thingamajigger here. So what you're going to do is you're going to type in fields. And when you type in fields, howdy, John. Oh,
Hi, John.
see, I'm not the only one that says howdy.
Howdy doody.
Yeah. Usually that's what I do. I add the duty at the end. But if you type in fields, what that'll do is give you an entry. And basically what it'll do is, okay, so it is recording them all now. Okay, good.
There's James Spinoza.
So basically what this is going to do is get you an entry. You can type fields 5 million times. It's only going to record it once.
Yeah, no cheating. You can
Yes.
try all you want.
And what this does is it's going to allow me to generate a winner, and it's going to be random. I ain't going to have no choice over who it draws. I figure that's the safest and the most reliable, and I can hit the draw right on the screen. You guys can see it, so you know nothing's rigged. I like to be as fair as possible.
You didn't say anything about what you type in fields in.
What's that?
What?
When I type in fields, it doesn't matter because I'm not important. Everybody else is important. Okay, so those are all the questions. I want to try to get more more participation, more I don't know, interaction. Would you say, as far as when I ask questions before we go live? Um, oh, now you want to write fields? You don't want to type in ANIL again?
You see how many times you wrote anal?
Yeah. What is anal? All right. Anyways, let's.
He's really into that.
I told you this is hard doing it live, and then questions, and you start talking. And all right. So the other thing we wanted to talk about, well, I wanted to talk about. I don't know what he wants to talk about, but I know he's got this already up. We're gonna play this real fast. Let's see here. We'll make sure not to play the whole thing. Love this song. This isn't about the lowriders. RDS Drift Car from Redcat, and as far as I've seen the reviews so far, it looks like it's going to be pretty competitive.
Oh, yeah.
This thing is really competitive.
You get a lot of the top chassis that are already out there running for their money.
And I like the fact that they already used the Okay. So that was the RDS Drift Kit from Redcat. I know
You know
a
what
lot.
RDS stands for?
What?
Redcat Drift Secret.
It's not a secret. I just watched it.
No. The S is literally a secret word, and they won't tell anyone what it means.
It's not a secret.
I saw it on Redcat's Live.
It's not a secret. I just seen it. I know it's real. So I know you're excited about this, and
I'm very excited about
I know JP is probably excited as well, because JP loves
this
his
is the
drift
first ready-to-run drift car to come out with a full carbon chassis, or any carbon parts for that matter, I believe. And it is the first American-based drift chassis that is available. Everything else is overseas in China and Japan and Taiwan and all those good places.
So the fact that they already released a builder's kit is awesome too. I don't know. Let's see.
400 for the ready to run, and $239 for the kit.
See, I told you he was all excited about this. He's already got and it's really not that bad though. I mean, considering.
It's not at all. I mean, it comes with a 540 brushless motor, 3300 kV. It's 2 to 3S capable, although I can't imagine why you'd want to run 3S. 2S is way more than enough on a drift car. Fully, you can change the motor positions in 3 different positions. I think it's high, medium, and low for all your different weight changes. It changes how the car reacts in the corners. You can get weight shift going on if you like that type of driving style. Everything's fully adjustable on this. A lot of these cars that are ready to run, or even the chassis kits you can get, a lot of them don't have full adjustability throughout everything. It's extra stuff you have to purchase. Where this, you can change everything. Everything is fully adjustable. I mean, it comes with 2 packages of toe blocks for changing all your toe front to rear. It comes with a lot of stuff.
I told you he was excited about this. I didn't even have to say nothing. It's great.
Direct drive steering. I don't think any vehicle comes with that out of the box or as a kit. There might be 1 or 2, but I think for the most part, those are aftermarket upgrades. And direct drive is where the steering system, there's literally no servo arm. Your servo connects right to the steering system.
Which is great. I mean, it probably...
And even that's adjustable to change all your Ackerman and everything. Comes with a 60 amp Hobby Wing ESC. Comes with a gyro.
So JP, when you buying one?
And the gyro and the servo that come in this, they're not, you can't just buy these same servos and gyros off the shelf. These have been tuned to certain drift specifications by the guy that designed this car. And the guy that designed this car, I believe he runs Tandem RC, which is one of the top drift places you can go to. He's been working with Redcat and designing this. And he knows his stuff. So.
And I don't mind the body either. It doesn't look bad.
The body is the biggest complaint about this car everywhere
yeah,
you look.
but I don't really, I mean, it looks like a messed up Tesla, but I mean, it also looks like a 350Z mixed with a Supra mixed with...
You see the full wraparound window?
Oh, it's weird.
It is weird.
I don't know. I kind of don't mind it, to be honest.
It kind of looks like a future 300 or no, Nissan 400.
Right, that's what I mean.
But the guy that designed the body, I guess his name is Nemo, and he does what's the word I'm looking for?
Finding Nemo?
No, he does concept designs for vehicles. He actually designed the Kaiju body. He designed this body, obviously. He's designed a few different things. He makes good stuff, but this body is a little weird to me personally.
It is, but I mean, it's not a bad body. I mean,
no, it could
I've
be
seen
worse. I think if they fix this giant wraparound window thing they got going on, it would look a lot better. It's got light buckets front and rear. I believe there's 4 in the rear and 2 in the
but
front.
I think they're real narrow lights, ain't it? On that. Weren't they like narrow?
Well, it's
I think
futuresque.
that's what I said. It's kind of like a Tesla.
And the bodies come painted, no stickers on them. They come with all the sticker sheets, so you can sticker it up however you want.
Yeah, see, yeah, in the video.
Yep.
It looks like there's just a regular little thin. Yeah, see, yeah. Eventually, I'll get better at learning how to do the.
The drifting.
Well, not that.
Oh.
I mean, I got to get time to do that. But getting all the information on the screen shares and stuff, so that we can all see the same thing. So that's one exciting thing. I really want to see one in person and see how good it really is. I mean, according to the video, I mean, it seems like it's pretty stout.
I seen a video of the guy that designed this, and he put his personal favorite electronics in this thing, and it was tearing it up on the tracks. And he was keeping up with all the top of the line chassis with no issues,
which is a good thing.
This is going to be great for new people getting in, great for experienced people with the kits, like
especially out of the box. I mean, right out of the box, you could just get in and go.
Right. I mean, it's already got the rear mount ESC. A lot of these parts that this ready to run and kit comes with are parts you have to buy extra for all the other companies. But they give them to you with this. You really don't need to buy anything for this besides.
Well, Redcat has come a long way. I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I love my Redcats. People can talk shit about them all they want, but they're not what they used to be.
No, they're pretty. Well, I mean, look I run the Black Mamas on mine, and I beat the snot out of that thing, and it just keeps going. Especially in the wintertime when I was ripping all over the place.
I got the Gen 8X, and I have 2 other Redcat crawler chassis builds that I did. I plan on getting one of these drift cars. I'd like to get a Gen 9 as well. These people keep releasing too many vehicles. I can't keep up.
Yeah. That's like the next one too. The this guy here.
I haven't even looked into this one too much yet. It looks very promising though.
Definitely will bring some new people to the scene.
People have been asking for this for years.
So, I'm hoping this comes out pretty good on everybody's end as well. I didn't really get to look into the specs. All I know is I seen it was released, and I seen about 5 million people comment that they're getting it. I mean, the chassis design looks awesome. I like the fact that everything is adjustable. I like the fact that it looks like it has a decent shock on it. The transmission looks weird and long.
Looks mini style shock.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Steel tubed axles.
Yeah, the steel reinforced axle tubes.
Chassis or axle mount servo options.
If I remember reading, I think it is a little wider than a stock the stock chassis design. So I think it was a little it's just a slightly wider than the 10.3 and 10.2 axle. Correct, yes.
What's that Lloyd?
I don't know. I think, to be honest with you, I think it's going to be a good.
Yeah, a low for the wheel mileage. So electronic wheels and body on the wheels compete.
Right, correct. I mean, you get the lower forward motor position, multi-piece steel tube axles. I don't know if they released the servo mount yet for it for the axle. As far as I know,
Yeah. Oh, that didn't read up on it too much yet.
as far as I read or seen on, I want to say Harley Design, that it's going to be released, but has not been released yet. If I remember that correctly.
One of you guys want to know if it comes with both servo mounts?
Yeah, I thought I'd seen on Harley Design, they said that it's going to be released or it's optional, but I can't remember. So it's lighter and lower, more adjustable for performance, climbing, side hill, brake over with the normal stuff. Let's see here.
The only complaint that I saw in the one comments that I was reading is it didn't have an angled skid, they said.
Yeah, I think it's a flat skid.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But even the edges aren't as round as like their previous
Right.
releases.
Yeah, you get
That was one complaint I saw.
it's got a beveled
Is it
lower
beveled?
belly pan. Yeah.
Oh.
But I also seen too that it's got the shiftable underdrive transmission. But as far as I heard for Class 2, that you cannot have it. It's got to be locked in one position. It can't be switchable. I thought for Class 2 if you're building Class 2 rig, but somebody can. If I'm wrong on that, you can.
Yeah, I don't know much about the.
I want to say that they didn't release it for 2023 to allow for selectable for Class 2. So, look that up. I didn't know what you were doing.
Trying to do
But
something.
I like the fact that you have the shiftable underdrive transmission. That works great. I like that. I like that setup in the actual in the Bushido. Wish it was selectable. That would have been better. Let's see here. So it's got the 3-link and the 4-link. Yeah, I see that in the pictures in the video, they show the servo mount on the axle, but I don't think it came with both.
What was that one picture you just had?
Which one?
Right there, it's on the chassis.
Yeah, but I don't think they released that yet. I think that's an add-on option.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
That's lame.
Well, I mean,
It should come with both.
for 400, what was it, $450 or something like that, I think that.
430, something
that
like
what it
that.
was?
It's over 400, but not
Yeah.
much.
Which really isn't bad. I mean, if you actually look at what you're getting out of it, I mean,
No. You try to build something like that, it'll cost way more.
oh yeah, yeah.
Just
And
the axles alone, you can spend that much on.
I'm just glad that they actually came
you
out
wanted
and
to.
listened to everybody that's been saying it for years now.
Right.
Let's see. I want to make sure that this is still going here. All right. So far it's still recording, everybody, which is a good thing.
We got 11 watching, and how many? I can't see that little ass number.
What? 8?
8 recorded.
Yeah, so it's got
So
8.
3 people. We might have to go through that spiel one more time.
Get me one. Why don't you buy me one? I ain't got enough RCs. Yeah, said it was switchable, I thought. Are you talking about the actual
The servo mount.
yeah, the servo mount was switchable, or are you talking about the transmission itself for the gearing, the underdrive gearing? How about 600 in my comp truck before electronic and tires and wheels?
Yeah, that stuff adds up quick. Even when you try to do a budget build, that stuff adds up quick.
Well, that's what I mean. It's so for the price. I mean, I mean, it's really not a bad starter vehicle.
John asked
Servo mount.
if I left, do I have to re-enter? I think he's talking about the drawing.
You shouldn't have to. It should automatically be recorded. If you came back, your name is staying in the drawing because it records when you actually were on. And on the back end of StreamYard, it records everybody that was in here. So if it does come up and you're not back on, I will make sure that I save your name and try to get a hold of you. I will make a comment on YouTube if need be or figure something out. I like to make sure that even if you left, it doesn't go to the next person. It's pretty much 100% legit to the point where I will make sure somehow, some way, some form, I get it to you. But okay, so the servo mount is switchable. Yes.
Let's talk.
We could talk about that. I mean, tires, I mean, I guess we can chalk that up to the same thing as far as preference. No problem, John. Like I said, I want to make sure that, this isn't I want to make sure everything's legit. I don't want to just sit there and go to the next person. I want to make sure that if you were here, I appreciate you watching and tuning in, even though sometimes it's a bunch of rambling. But
definitely a lot of rambling.
Well, I mean, it's live. I mean, it's kind of hard when people are asking you questions to sit there and be like, all right, well, what was I doing? But
well, I'm not blaming just you.
It's tough, ain't it? When you're in front of the camera, it's different.
All these screens, I don't know where to look.
Yeah, I wish I could take my camera and do a full rotation in 360. I mean, you see us keep looking up at the top. It's because I'm trying to get used to not looking at this and looking at the camera and reading the questions that are on the big screen in front of us. But I will make sure that if you win, you get your I don't know what it is yet, but Fields gave us some stuff to hand out, so we'll make sure we get you something. But yeah, tires, foams, what do you like as far as foams or anti-foams?
I like the anti-foams.
I do too.
I really like the anti-foams, especially the Three Brothers RC ones. I have those on my SCX6, and they're unstoppable, especially on side hilling. You can get them wet. They're a little pricey, but you get what you pay for. How many pairs of foams can you buy before you finally get upset and just spend the money on a set of anti-foams and never have to worry about it again?
I'm going to 100% agree because mostly everything I got now has an anti-foam, and I don't have the Three Brothers, but I got the ones printed from EJ, and I'm going to say that they work really good. I haven't had any issues with them. It's not a battle of the brands. It's just what I got, and it works. And
any type of anti-foam, in my opinion, is going to be better than a regular foam.
Right.
No matter where it comes from or who makes it.
And then you could chalk that up to having vented wheels or non-vented wheels too. With the anti-foams or liners or whatever you want to call them, you can have a nice vented wheel and be fine. And you won't have to worry about water.
Western New York RC side right there. No water, and if you get water in it, don't matter, but the foam breakdown. As soon as you get them wet the first time, it pretty much destroys them.
Correct. Yep. You know what happens. You pull the tire off with a foam, and the next thing you know, it's all disintegrated inside, or it smells like a dead fish.
Every time you go out, you got to take all four wheels apart.
You got to do the squishy.
Yeah. Throw them in the dryer or whatever.
But yeah,
wife's like, what the hell are these?
So basically, anytime now when I switch a wheel and tire combo, unless it's already together and I know it works, I usually try to get a liner or something in there. The Suzuki Jimneys, I just went with a good foam on there because I'm not going to actually do what he's going to do and beat the ever-loving hell out of it. So
me?
Yeah, you drive. Yeah, I know how you drive.
It depends what rig I'm driving.
I didn't know and squeeze my foams to death
for the vehicle.
My first rookie mistake. Yeah. The old. It got water in it, so you do the old. Do
that again.
And you get all the water out.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. You would know.
I'm married.
You shouldn't know because you're married.
Yeah, well, it doesn't work that way. I found out the hard way.
Wow, this got weird. I like it. But no, once again, like I said, I mean, anything that anytime
I come over here.
there isn't much. My foams have been dead for too long. Yeah, I mean, I have some vehicles with the same problem. But until
Usually if I run a foam, like if I have to run a foam or if I choose to run a foam, I run sealed tires. That way I don't have to worry about it. And I've never actually had an issue doing that.
I don't usually seal my tires, but I seal the wheels so that no holes or anything are in them so that they don't get water in them. I don't know what you actually...
I seal the rims and I never put holes in the tires. And
yeah, I never
I've
put
never
holes.
had an issue.
Yeah, I mean, so far so good. Some of them are just old from, being old. I mean,
Right.
there's nothing you could do
I have
about that.
seen
But
other people's wheels expand from sitting in the sun. The air pressure rises. You'd be amazed how much one of them tires can blow up. You wouldn't think there's enough air in there to do that, but I've seen it happen. It hasn't happened on my rigs, but
yes, foams are on the way. That's probably your best upgrade.
oh yeah, you're gonna love those.
Yeah, the anti-foams are
It's gonna
gonna
be night and day difference.
Yep. And most of the time, like I said, I mean, I'll keep a vented wheel and it really makes it perform 10 times better. But once again, I mean, it's a preference thing. Some people like to use the 2-stage foams, and some people like to use their old hair
There's
buns.
one company that I came across recently, Flub RC, I think it is. They make a bunch of anti-foams and they make them specific for every brand of tire and every weight of vehicle. Like you just tell them what you want or what you have, and they have a anti-foam for it.
Well, then.
They're pretty crazy. I haven't bought any from them myself, but they have a pretty big following already and great reviews. I wonder if I can find them here. Have you put it up on the screen to show these guys?
Once I get the flexible filament for my 3D printer, I'm going to print some. Yeah, there's a lot of files out there for them.
There is.
They
take forever to print though with the flexible stuff. If you got patience, you can do it.
Yeah, like I said, I got some from my buddy EJ Wood, and he was printing them. And I mean, I've had some good luck with this. I'm not gonna.
You need to really have your machine dialed in to print those.
Yeah. Yep. I think
These guys right here.
Who's that?
Flub RC. They make the flubber stuffers.
So this isn't a. We're not really sponsored by any of these companies or anything.
No,
This is just a.
Just an option I came across that
Yep.
seems really
Flub
good.
RC is what he's got on the screen right now.
They're on Facebook. They got a whole group.
So
Flub?
it's called Flub RC.
FLUB
So
I'm meaning to buy some from them to check them out.
EJ is who is making mine. I gotta get them tomorrow. Yes, EJ, he dialed his in pretty good. I don't know if you're getting the first generation that he made with the wider wheels or the wider ones, the comp ones, or if it's his new style ones. I have both. I think that's one set is upstairs. I have a all metal wheel that, depending on the truck, I'll swap it over to that metal wheel and that wheel and tire option with those liners in it. And so the V2s. So that's what I got in my early Bronco with a what the hell tires do I got on those? I think I got a set of Mickey Thompson somethings on there. And
the Bronco?
The early Bronco, yeah.
Isn't that the one with the tires that you bought off eBay or Amazon?
Oh, Amazon, yeah, but I think they were like a Mickey Thompson knockoff or something like that.
Yeah.
They're knobby.
They're pretty sticky.
Yeah, they're sticky with the liners in there too. I mean, they work good. Yes. I've never had no problems with them. With a good tire, and I keep the wheel vented, and it works out really well for that truck. I got to get a little bit more weight on the front and be even better. But once again, I mean, it's not a battle of the brands. I mean, I don't have any Three Brother ones, so I can't really compare.
The only Three Brothers ones I have are in my SCX6.
Right. So, I mean, they probably work good in that. And like I said, EJs work good for me. And,
Yeah,
they're probably compatible.
As long as they're kind of tuned towards your weight and wheel size, you'd be fine.
Right.
It'd be way better than any foam, in my opinion, that you can buy. But that's my opinion. Others may not agree.
What does Tom say? You got a poop face? You always look like you're mad?
Tom don't know me very well.
Probably a good thing. All right. Now the other thing is, I know I don't know if Ethan is on here, but he wanted to talk about the new Vanquish Phoenix as well.
Yeah, I don't know much about that, honestly. I
So
haven't looked into it yet.
I mean, this is the ready to run kit. I know you guys can't see this on my screen. I'm bouncing back and forth because he wanted to talk about it, and for some reason I can't.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. Ever
screen share
since I got into the drift side, I haven't even looked at crawlers. I've been all about drifting.
Me personally, I've been all about upgrading the studio to better equipment and stuff that kind of, I don't know, makes this more of a consistent thing. I mean, for gosh sakes, we've been on for an hour and 13 minutes and it doesn't even seem like it.
To them, it probably feels like forever.
Well, yeah, we're looking at your face all the time. So,
hey, man, you invited me here.
So the VS410 Phoenix, ready to run. I didn't really look at too much of the specs other than I like the fact that you have the selectable overdrive and dig ready twin transmission. And I'm pretty sure this comes with everything. I like the offset pumpkin front axle and the centered pumpkin rear axle like most vehicles out there.
Heavy duty stainless steel links. That's a nice touch.
Yes. Yep. They're already thinking keeping the weight down low.
And it's got an aluminum panhard mount out of the box. That's huge.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yes.
Yeah. No more floppy plastic pile of junk.
Well, that's mean. Let's see. The double shear shock mounts, matched aluminum panhard mount, 25 turn, 20 millimeter metal servo horn.
Hidden body clips.
Yes. Yep, the hidden body clip system.
I'm so glad to see more and more RCs getting away from the body posts. I wish Kyosho would follow suit.
I wish a lot more companies would do that.
Even the new the Redcat Drift Car has magnet mounts for the body.
See, yeah, the Kyosho killed me with that 57 Chevy.
I know.
That's why if you notice any picture I take of that car, I'm always down low on the ground because I don't want to show up.
On your knees?
It's usually sometimes nowadays it's on my belly.
Missionary, huh?
I'm getting old. My knees hurt. But I don't know. I know Mike Crawl, he likes his Phoenix. I know a lot of the guys that have the Phoenix like it. I mean, me personally, I would like to get one, but I mean, I kind of want to upgrade things around here to make things better.
There's so many vehicles I would love to have.
I know Mike Crawl is probably going to end up building Mike Deemer soon because Mike Deemer's not going to build it.
He just got the kit, didn't he?
Who?
Deemer.
Yeah.
When we were up at Performance.
Yep, he got that kit, and I think Mike Crawl's going to put it together for him.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it with you guys?
Well, I build my own stuff.
You don't paint anything.
I'll fucking paint your face in a minute. But listen, I'll paint something eventually. You know, eventually. And it's like probably another year when I decide to get another RC car because I want to get the drone first.
Drones ain't cheap.
No, not the one I sent you either. And that wasn't even a fully upgraded one either. But yeah, I mean, I don't know much specs on the new Phoenix other than it looks cool.
It definitely looks neat.
I mean,
pinched body.
I like the. I don't know. I just like the fact that sometimes getting a ready to run is.
It's definitely convenient. Sometimes
it really is. I just don't think the same.
Sometimes you get so many builds going, it's like I don't have time to build another one. Just buy it.
Right. And that's why.
Slap a battery in.
That's why Mike Crawl is going to build it for Mike Deemer. So, but let's talk about Mike Crawl for a second. Let's ask him what he's going to be buying. We're going to sit here.
What are you buying, Crawl?
And we're going to sit here until Mike Crawl tells us about the stuff he's going to buy. I think he's got like 5 trucks in mind.
He probably already bought it.
I'm in between next RC being a drift or Rift? Well, I mean, I guess it all depends. I mean, it seems like the drift circuit is turning into a bigger thing around here, especially lately.
I mean, there's no drift track nearby, but there is one in Ohio that, from my house in Cheektowaga, it took me 2 hours and 45 minutes one way to get there. And it's inside of a hobby town. They have a huge track laid out. They have comps there on certain days. It's pretty sweet. The next closest one is in Canada, in Quebec, and it's about a 6-hour drive, I believe.
Oh,
and that's called Elite Drift Circuit, if I remember correctly. I mean, you could drive them in, you know, on sidewalks and on a road, a smooth blacktop road in a parking lot. But I wouldn't buy spec tires for a track and tear them up in a parking lot.
Buy a set of cheap eBay specials, right. You know.
I mean, even if you get the Redcat, for instance, the tires that comes with, they said in their live that they're an all-around universal tire made to be played with out in the street or on the sidewalks in the parking lots. And tires for those are surprisingly cheap. Even if you buy spec tires, it's $10 for a pair. You can't get tires that cheap anywhere for
not for a crawler, anyways.
No.
The MST is a good one too. I know.
Yep. Yeah, the newest one out's a 2.5. The 2.0s are good though.
Yeah,
I got an MST.
Isn't that what Greg?
Greg, I think, has a Yokomo.
Is it? I thought he got the.
I think he's got a YD2.
So Mike Kroll ordered another truck.
I told you, I already ordered.
Yep. Yep, he ordered. That was only the one. Ask Kate about the other 3 that you ordered. Does she know about those?
Why are you blowing them in?
He really didn't. I just like laughing. You know, because I can't paint, but he's ordering 7 trucks and not telling anybody about it. But no, the MST is a good one too. I'm just curious on how the Redcat, being new to the scene, how good it is. But I mean, as far as everybody keeps saying, and I keep reading the reviews, everybody keeps saying it's pretty good.
It's very good. There's another drift track in Colorado, and they have a hobby shop online, the whole 9 yards. It's called Scale Science. They have a Redcat, the new one, and they're doing a build on it. And I believe it's every week, they release a video of the things they've changed and how they progressed with the car. And so that's another one to follow if you're interested in that.
Yeah, I think the riffs, I mean, I have mine, and I think I used it, 3 times? But that was my own stupidity because
Your brother used it more.
Well, yeah, because he had more time than I did, I guess, because I was busy running around with the camera. But no, that's another thing. The Redcat kit version. The Redcat kit version would probably be. Kate heard that. Love you, Kate. You might want to have a chat with your future ex-husband. Thinking of the Redcat kit version, I mean, it's a good. I mean,
I plan on getting one.
Why not?
You cannot get a kit drift car with carbon fiber and all the adjustments for that price anywhere.
I would probably get the ready to run only because I want to see how good it is right out of the box. I really would like to see what their setup is as far as stock. I don't know. I just like to see what companies are doing right out of the box as far as.
Well, they're beginner electronics. They're not bad for what it is, but they're not what they could be. There's no boost and no turbo.
Is anything box stock?
No.
Like that? Yeah.
That's why I like my kits.
Yes.
For me, it's cheaper in the long run than buying an RTR, pulling the electronics out and buying more electronics, and then letting that other shit sit in my shelf for who knows how long because no one wants to buy it.
Yeah, but it's good when shit breaks.
No.
You just fucking throw something in.
I let my kids wear it out.
See, there you go. See? There you go. I think that was it as far as I'm curious to see. So I'm going to put this up one more time. I'm going to put this up one more time so that you guys can see it. You type in Fields, and I will.
Believe 9 people have stayed watching this for like an hour and a half.
They're like us. They ain't got nothing better to do either. We're over here chatting for an hour and a half, and I don't remember what we talked about in the beginning of this episode.
It's because it was muted at the beginning.
You know, I hate you. It's the last time I'm ever letting you in my house. Spray you with pepper spray next time. So, but so type in fields, and we're gonna draw this in a
Are we
minute.
doing this tonight?
What?
The drawing.
Yeah, because you could do it right on the screen, and
We're
people
doing
could.
it during the live.
Yeah, why
Okay,
not?
I'm just asking what you got planned.
Yeah, but I don't know if anybody new didn't see that yet. So I mean,
Did we show what we're giving away to everyone?
we don't know yet. I guess it all depends. Either
Well, I'll show them the options. Got a Fields hat. What's this? Oh,
that's a T-shirt.
Fields T-shirt.
I guess it
Kinda see that.
depends.
Wow, this is weird holding stuff up.
I told you it's all backwards.
License plate covers, brackets.
Your choice of green or yellow. Oh yeah, all I had to do was look
Trying
up
to get
there.
away from the glare.
Yeah. But we want to thank you, send a thank you to Fields for always supporting us when we do this weird stuff. I don't know if they would support this whole conversation as far as an hour and a half of random talk. But I think I talked to Greg today, and he said he had a few of the SCX10 Pro Kits coming in on order.
Oh, yeah, like 7 or something.
Yeah, and I think some of them were already spoken for.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then as well as the new Phoenix kits. But I think he said those are already spoken for as well. Gosh, I like the kits too because I can. Here, let's do this too.
How much of a delay is there between what we say and what they?
Not much as far as I
was just curious because I've seen a few comments come up where it's like a few minutes later.
that's
So I
because
wasn't sure where everything was lining up.
so I like the kits
Exactly,
too because
Mike.
I can use my own electronics and not worrying about the ones that comes with because they will sit in the box. Well, that's because this guy friggin' throws a Kratos motor in it and everything else.
I
So-
mean, even from the factory, things aren't always put together right.
No,
I like
no.
building it myself, just like you said, to make
Like
sure
that. That's why I
everything's-
like the Cross RC ones because you go through them and you know, I mean, you upgrade the things that need to be done. I like ready to run. I can turn it into a kit later. That's because a lot of Andrews. That's because of a lot of Andrews ready to run stuff ends up being something custom, which is the reason why a lot of times I will build something that's already ready to run because I end up stripping it and completely gutting it and doing something completely different.
And there's nothing wrong with ready to runs. Nothing at all. I mean, I've bought them here and there, but if I can get a kit, I almost always will buy a kit. But that's my preference. That's
Well, I mean, I think I bought
Different
a
strokes for
couple.
different
I,
folks.
I bought a couple of the old SCX10 kits and built off those, but that was I had a plan for those, and some of the other stuff was like the Axial Unimog. I liked that when it first came out, and then it
I
completely.
still got to
went.
finish that kit. I started that kit like 2 years ago.
Speaking of kits, what do you
Reynolds
think of the
Hobbies.
new Tamiya buggy?
BBX. I've
which
heard
one?
of it, but I haven't looked into
Let's-
it much yet.
Let's look that up right now.
Tamiya came out with a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh my
recently.
gosh! Yeah.
The toy fair there.
So that is the. Oh yeah.
That's the one with the full plastic cage and all that.
Yeah.
That thing looks sweet.
Now that the person to talk to about that is
David Klima.
Dave.
He works at Fields.
Dave or Tom. Tom probably knows a lot about that one too. I never really got into the buggies yet, but
I have quite a few Tamiyas, but no buggies.
yeah, I love my old CCO ones and stuff like that.
CTO2 is a great platform.
Yes, yep. I like that. I think it's neat.
I really like it. I saw a couple different pictures. They had like different exploded views of the chassis and different parts, and it looks pretty solid. It looks
To be
pretty
honest
solid.
with you, I think a lot of their stuff now is actually decent. I mean, I think they were coming out with another kind of
Dave said something about this being a re-or
it was a reproduction or something like that, a re-release or something like
but
that.
it's changed a little, but he said it's kind of like a re of, I forget exactly what older chassis. Dave Kleiman knows all this,
Oh yeah,
all the old stuff. If you got questions about antique RC cars or old RC cars,
between him and Tom over there,
there's
I mean,
a lot of information between those two.
yes, yeah. I mean, it looks pretty sweet. I mean, I kind of want one now that I've seen it
Oh, yeah,
actually.
they're pretty scale looking. They're very scale looking.
Right?
Got a little driver and everything in there.
How's the guy next to me? How's the guy next to me? He's a little weird. I mean, he keeps trying to rub my leg underneath his desk, but just to let you guys know, we're going to charge a little extra for this one because of what you guys just
This
witnessed.
is the after show.
This is wow. But this guy, I just found him. He was on the corner of Broadway and Bailey. He said he'll do anything for $5, so I brought him in here, and he's my co-host today.
$5 is $5.
But no, I actually like that. I like that kit. I wish I can actually.
You got an oil-filled gear diff.
My problem is I can't screen share it because
Full ball bearings.
I have to keep the giveaway screen up. So I can't really screen share anything else because if I do, I'll lose
Metal-plated
this.
bead lock type wheels.
Metal plated or metal wheels?
Metal plated.
Really?
New. I don't think they've ever had those on any
thought
of
they
their
were
kits
plastic.
anywhere.
Yeah, I thought they were used to be plastic.
Well, they might be plastic, but metal plated somehow.
Wheels are paired with new large diameter tires. I don't know. I think it looks cool.
I really like it.
What was it, like $300 or something? 300 something bucks?
Yeah, $350 or something like that.
I don't know. I think it's cool. I wish I could screen share it for everybody, but well, since we're at the hour and a half, let's try to do this. Let's try to pick a winner. Let's see how this works. We're going to add this to the stream here. I'm going to blow this up. And we're going to try to figure out how to draw this thing live on the screen. Oh, look at that. I hope everybody can see that.
If J. Espinosa wins, we got to redraw this.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. I hope everybody.
Congratulations, Reynolds Hobbies.
We have to figure out how to get a hold of you so I can either ship it or because where is let me ask you this. What is your location? Did you?
Yes, really.
The funny thing is, it almost stopped right on Jay's name too, and I have no control over that. I wanted to try this out and see how good it worked, and Jay, you're like one name away from it stopping on you, and the program screwed you. So,
come on, don't be upset, Jay. You know I love you.
But yes, I'm local. Okay. Let's see. You're on YouTube. We will have to get in touch, and we will have to figure out if you are still have love for you, John. Did it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it really. I can't believe it really.
This really is the after show.
So, are you on our Facebook page? Reynolds Hobby.
Well, if he goes to the fields, he can probably even pick it up there.
Yeah, I can leave it at Fields Hobby. I can get in touch with you, ship it out. I can, whatever's easier. I don't know what size shirt. They were all out of larges. I could only get an extra large. I'm going to yell at Jay and tell him that not everybody is an extra large or double XL. Some of us are skinny little women. And take mediums and larges. When did this become a bash contest between? And you were all nervous to get in front of the camera. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over that now.
Yeah. Told you it wasn't bad. So Reynolds Hobbies, we got to figure out if you are on our Facebook page, you can send us a message. Unless you randomly go to Fields Hobby, I can drop it off with Greg and the guys there so that you can pick it up there. I shot you a message on Messenger. I can pick it up at Fields. Okay, what I'll do is
I can have it there tomorrow.
yeah, I literally can put it there. I can bring it there tomorrow. Let's see here. There we go. All right. I'm going to send you. This is convenient having everything right here.
Right.
You know that?
I can drop it off at Fields on my way home from work tomorrow.
Oops.
They open at 11 tomorrow, I believe.
I'm pretty sure, yes.
I'll be able to swing by there by 12:30, quarter to 1.
I also like the fact that that worked out really well. So at least I know I can use that more often. Like I said, I want to try to do some more giveaways as an appreciation kind of thing. Extra large, perfect. So
what he wants, or did he want something else?
Yeah, did you want a hat? Did you want t-shirt? Here, model the hat. I'll model this plastic bag that has a t-shirt in it.
Pull it out.
That's what she said. Well, I think he's been to fields a million times. He probably knows what the shirt looks like. Why don't you take your shirt off and model it for him? Go on. So, what would you?
Hold on, I need music.
Yeah. So what would you rather have? Shirt, hat? You want one of the license plate brackets? You could just message it to me. You don't have to put it in here if you don't feel comfortable doing that. And I will get it to Fields tomorrow with your name on it. And I'll try to get it there. Well, you got to work tomorrow anyways, right?
Yep.
So I can drop it off there in the morning.
Well, if they don't open till 11, like I said, I can drop it off on my way home. It'll be there before 1.
Well, that'll work. Would you like green or yellow? Green or yellow? And then what I'll do is, Josh will drop it off. We'll put your name on it, and gotcha. So that goes there.
Perfect.
And
I'll have it there by 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So whenever you're available to come pick it up, you can come down and grab it. The guys will have it all ready for you.
I wouldn't say it like that.
Why?
I wouldn't trust what those guys will do to it.
Once it's there, it's out of my hands.
So yes, he'll have to tell Josh to put his signature. What's his signature? What you got for signature?
I don't know, nothing special. Some chicken scratch. So Jay wants me to sign his license plate.
I think that's what he wants. Yeah, you put your signature on the back of that.
Well, what if Reynolds Hobbies doesn't want that?
He probably doesn't want it.
Jay, next time I see you, I'll sign your chest.
Yeah, put your signature on the hat. All right, so we got that. Okay, I'm learning this. So I like that. That worked out really well. Like I said, we want to do more giveaways in the near future. Some stuff will get better. Some stuff will get worse.
No, we can't get any worse than this.
Listen, I thought that was I thought that worked out really well.
Look, we got 1 like. That's more than I thought we would get.
That's because I'm the one that liked it. I'll have to.
I'm not surprised.
So this is really starting to get a little weird. I don't know if I should like it and be turned on or not. But now Jay is going to wax his chest for Josh to sign it.
All right. I'm pretty excited about this.
Well, how about this? I got an idea. So instead of Jay waxing his chest, why don't you just shave your signature in his chest?
Hey, if it's hairy enough.
There it is. You don't have to wax it. We'll he'll use a razor and put his name in there. Oh, look, now we got laughing faces because so it seems like the after show gets better. Got it. So the main show is a good hour and 30 minutes, and then the rest becomes 18 and over.
You gotta wait for the good content.
So tomorrow we should have. I don't know if Mike Rice is still tuned in or if what was that? What that tyke? What do we call them? Tyke now? I think we are.
Anal tyke.
Yeah, tyke. And Anil Tyke. So Anil Tyke, which is Tom slash Mike. I'm pretty sure Mike Rice is coming over tomorrow, and he is going to unbox some stuff. So that should be
He's going to lose money on camera for you guys.
Yes. When you unbox what he's going to unbox, that's probably a good 40% downturn. But I mean, to think about it though, I mean, I guess
No, that'll be cool.
yeah, I think if you want to rip something up, I mean, I'm cool with it, and I think those things are just neat.
They're hard to find.
I think Fields has one left in stock for $300 and something.
Do they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I seen it on the shelf today. Yes, Tyke. So, Tyke. Wait, no, that would be okay. No, that would be just Mike, not Tyke. So Mike, not Tyke, will be here tomorrow. We didn't figure out a time yet, but he will be unboxing a couple things live for you guys. We're gonna see how he does on camera. Josh, he was nervous. He was sweating. He had to go
sweat. I was definitely nervous.
And once you get in front of the camera, it becomes, I mean, a little bit easier to do. Thinking about it, like even I get pretty much.
I almost turned around on my way here.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I don't like cameras.
I don't like you either. But
That's why it still works.
That's the backup. But anyways, what we'll do is we're gonna unbox that tomorrow. So we'll be doing we'll be doing that live tomorrow, and then we are gonna come up with some more. I don't know if we'd call these episodes or kind of
more shit to watch.
Yeah, we're gonna be coming up with more shit to watch in the near future, and but we want to get on a schedule. I'm gonna try to maybe tomorrow or Sunday evening. I'm gonna come up with something for the viewers' rides. It seems like Saturday is gonna work the best. Just got to figure out a time that seems to be good. I know between winter and summer, the time's going to have to differ because most of the time, it stays lighter until like 9 o'clock and everybody wants to be outside because they're cooped up. So we'll have to figure out a time frame for the summer. We're going to come up with some kind of rules as well, as far as, if you want to show off your vehicle, it's got to have some kind of customization to it and not just box stock.
Yeah, that's boring.
Yes, viewers rides. I mean, yes. I mean, if you're brand new to the whole RC scene and you have a TRX4 Sport, I am happy for you. I'm excited to see what you do to it. But I want to show off some more of the custom stuff that people have done. As you guys seen from my first live, almost everything on that live feed was completely customized and nothing was pretty much box stock. So when you do come on, pick one of your vehicles that are not box stock, some kind of add-ons as far as motor upgrades, ESC upgrades, whether you did a light kit, front and rear bumpers if you did bumpers, any kind of redesigning of the chassis, shocks, suspension.
The more custom, the better.
Yes, because I want to show people that, you get a box stock truck, you can do anything and everything to it that you can dream of. I mean, I don't think I have one truck that is stock anymore. I don't think I have not one truck that's stock anymore, to be honest with you. So, I mean, when we come up with rules, don't get upset if your truck doesn't fall, or car doesn't fall in between that little speck of custom that we're looking for. I'm not trying to be a judge on anything. I just want your creativity to be showed to more people. Mike Crawl, yes, I got a few. Yes, we know. We got about 7 more coming. Poor Kate.
Might have to skip Disney this year.
Yeah, looks like Disney ain't happening this year. No, that's good, because then I'll get some deals on some trucks before he goes to Disney, and then you can buy them back when he gets back.
The Disney deals.
Yeah, I love those deals. Keep them coming, buddy. But no, like Mike said, he's got a few. Like I said, I mean, if you did custom links, did metal axle upgrades, anything like that, that's what I would like to show off so that people can see a TRX4 Sport can go from stock to completely out of the ordinary, which 90% of Mike Crawl's trucks are like that. The creativity factor is what we really want to see and show off. Then, therefore, you guys can get ideas. If somebody comes on here with a TRX4 that is completely done up, you guys can ask questions. You guys can see the different upgrades, and then you can ask questions on where we got parts and so on and so forth. Easy. I know. I just can't wait to get a good deal from you soon, buddy.
I haven't gotten a Disney deal yet, and I kind of want one, Mike.
Listen, don't be coming on here and taking my deals, man. Yeah, don't come on here and try to get my Disney deals, my Deemer deals. Don't be trying to get.
It's time to share.
You know what? I'm just ending this before you try to
That's good,
lure your
viewers are dying off anyway.
That's good. At least we got a couple laughs out of it. But anyways, I will come up with a date and a time, and figure out how to kind of come up with some kind of way of getting you guys on here and trying to figure out the perfect time, as well as trying to figure out the right order. I would not like to have 4, 5, 6 TRX4s on it, in a row. I would like to change it up from like a Ascend 450 to an Axial to a TRX4 to something else, so on and so forth. If you do not feel comfortable getting in front of the camera, once again, I mean, you can sit on the couch and relax and just answer questions from behind the scenes, or you can just try to give me a list of the info and we can figure out how to get it to everybody. Disney is in November. Talk to me in October.
I've been saving my pennies all year.
Oh, God. That was funny. How am I supposed to how can I talk after that one? Now I'm thinking of what I could get a good deal on. But yes, so we will have that for you at Fields tomorrow. Reynolds Hobbies. Look for the post about viewers' rides. It will be some rules. It won't be a box stock truck. I know I'm repeating myself, but because we got sidetracked, I figured I would try to say it again real fast. So look forward to that. And then any episode ideas or anything like that you guys may have that you would like to talk about live between Facebook and YouTube, feel free to send them my way as well. Podcast information, we are still working on new mic setups and everything, and the broadcasting setup for that is on its way. Should be here in a couple days. So more information on that. You know what? I never know how to end these things.
Time to go.
Yeah.
Just end it.
Listen, I got shit to do, okay? I got to go. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sweating in front of the camera, Josh. I know you were nervous. I see your beard got a little grayer just sitting there.
Oh, yeah. Every day.
I can't wait for the Disney deals. And until next time, love you. Goodbye. Have fun. See you later.
See you guys next time.
Good talk. And boom.